Why aren't you further along with your music than you thought you would be at this point? I don't know. I'm not going to solve your problems. It depends for each person. But what I can tell you is maybe you should cut yourself some slack. Maybe it's okay that you are where you are right now. I think what's more important is that you take the next step. Okay, I know this is borderline cheesy, but I think it's true. I think maybe you need to hear this because I need to hear it. I'm talking to myself here. Well, let me give you an example. I have been playing bass for almost 20 years, and there's people that started playing bass in the pandemic that can play circles around me. And there's people that maybe have been playing a lot longer than me that can't do what I do. And that's okay. We all have different brains. We learn things differently. We take information in differently, and we can do it at different speeds and with different levels of understanding and also with different levels of retention. I feel like so much music education values how far you get in a certain amount of time. And I don't think that's the right thing to think about. I think what's more important is that you are growing and that you are taking the next step. And anyone can do that. And guess what? I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, I don't think it really matters how good you are. We don't need more monster musicians in the world. We need honest musicians. I think we need musicians that are making music that they 100% believe and that are sharing it with the world boldly. We need more of that. And you don't have to be the smartest, most educated, or most qualified musician to do that. You just have to be brave. That's easier and harder because anyone can do it, but it takes guts. So, in light of that, I have 2 challenges for you. You could choose one or both of them. I don't care. 1, take 1 step towards one musical goal that has to do with your understanding. Okay, so maybe that's a actual music lesson or like a theory thing. Maybe that's something to do with technology or tone. Maybe that's something to do with understanding music business a little better. I don't know. Maybe it's a new instrument that you don't play, or maybe it's like a technique that you've been wanting to learn. I think it should be based off of interest, something that you find genuinely interesting, and take 1 step towards that today, right now. I don't care what it is. I think you know what it is. It's something that you know you want to learn, something that you know you want to understand, and you just need to take 1 step towards that today. Or challenge 2, take 1 step towards putting yourself out there with courage with where you are now. That means maybe exporting that song that you recorded that you never shared with anyone, or finishing it, calling it done, exporting it, and sharing it on social media. Maybe that's showing up to the jam session and actually playing. Maybe it's going to a live show and then maybe just meeting 1 person. Wherever you're scared, go there. No matter how far you have to go or how far along you are, all of us can just take the next step. That's all you can do today. So, 2 challenges, choose 1 or both. 1 step forward in understanding based off of your genuine interest. And the cool thing about that is you can find webs of knowledge. If you follow 1 thread and you follow the thread of interest of something musical that you're interested in, you can find little branches and you can branch off and start to learn this other thing and this other thing. And before long, you have this web of understanding based off of interest. And if you're interested in it, you want to learn it, right? Learning music doesn't need to be lame. It doesn't have to be boring. There's so much information out there now through YouTube, through social media. There's so much you can learn. You just have to be interested in it and take the step. So that's the first challenge. And then the second challenge is putting yourself out there bravely with sharing yourself with the world in terms of your music. It's just putting yourself out there and doing it bravely, because that's what we need. We need musicians that are brave and believe in themselves. And I know that sounds so cheesy, but honestly, when I think about the songs that I love, the music that I actually listen to, it's not the most impressive, it's not the most intelligent, it's the most honest music. And anyone can create honest music. Now, to do a great job with it, it requires pairing that honesty with the craft, right? Those have to go together, I think, to make something really great. And that's why those 2 challenges work together. One is increasing your craft and your skill, and one is increasing your courage. And if you can partner those, you could do something really awesome. And it might take a lifetime to get there. And you might never get there. The pursuit of this stuff, I think, is the joy of it. So, my challenge, take the next step today, no matter what that is for you. I think you know what it is. If you're watching this video, if you're still watching and you haven't clicked away, I think you know what that is for you. Maybe let me know in the comments. I would love to know what it is for you. In light of that, I'm going to share 2 things from myself, because I'm talking to myself here. I'm trying to work on this too. I'm going to put myself out there, out of my comfort zone here very soon in February. Every Thursday in February, I am going to do a live stream where I have to make a song from nothing. And I have to do it live. Very creatively vulnerable. I'm a little bit scared, but I'm putting myself out there. I'm taking a step, getting out of my comfort zone. You're invited. It's called Tiny Songs Live. It's Thursdays. Every Thursday in February, I'm going to do this, and you're invited. And I need some help from the chat. I'm not doing this by myself. It's interactive. So if you show up to the live stream, you're a part of making the song, and I can't do it without you. And I would love to see you there. Then the other thing, if you don't know what to do in terms of taking a step forward with your musical understanding, I'll give you an option. And this is just a shameless plug. You don't have to help me. I want you to help yourself, but maybe there's a way we could help each other. If you don't know what to do and you do want to take a step forward with your theory, I have 2 mini courses I just launched. Triads, a major triads course and a minor triads course. They're really short. Like you could take both of them in an hour, and then you could take the information in those courses and work through them over the next few weeks. And before you know it, you'll understand your fingerboard on your bass, major and minor, all up and down the neck. And I think that's an important part of music, is understanding those triads. So you don't have to do my course. Do somebody's course. Do something. Do something that's going to challenge you and it's going to help you understand and help you grow. Like I said, this isn't about me. This is about you. I'll leave you with this. If you're afraid to put yourself out there, if you're afraid to share a song that you wrote and created and it's just sitting on your hard drive, or you're afraid to put yourself out there and play live, or you're afraid to take that step, let me put it this way. Maybe the song that you write, maybe the piece of music that is in your heart and in your mind that you haven't created yet, what if someone else out there in the world feels the exact same way about that thing that you do? And maybe you sharing your music with the world is actually going to help someone get through the same difficult time that you've already gotten through, or maybe the difficult time that you're going through right now. So maybe not sharing your music, maybe it's selfish. Maybe someone needs that. Or maybe you need to share it. I don't know where you are. I don't know where you're headed. I don't know your story. That's not the point. The point is, I think what really matters is that you take the next step, whatever that is for you, and that you do it with courage. And anyone can do that. It just takes some guts. You have them. So put yourself out there. That's all for today. I don't know if this is helpful, but this is what I was thinking about. Maybe it's helpful to you. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.